Dave Huffman might be online. Is there anybody online?
No. All right. For those in attendance, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. 2.1, approval of the Plan Commission minutes from May 25th, 2021. Is there a motion? There's been a motion and second. Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor, please state aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. The minutes are approved. All right, 3.1 for conditional use permits, with the exception to the John Michael Kohler Art Preserve, to construct a new storage building at 3636 Lower Falls Road. Steve?
All right. Thanks, Mayor. A couple of representatives from Quach's Construction, and I believe from the Kohler Arts Center as well. What we're taking a look at today is the Kohler Arts Center is looking to construct an accessory storage building to serve as an essential part of the maintenance and groundskeeping needed at the Art Preserve. The proposed structure is 3,600 square feet, 60 by 60. The building site was determined based on the equipment that would be housed on the site to perform maintenance and upkeep of the facility and property. The location was selected so as not to impede on the architectural design of the main building. So the structure itself is approximately about 700 feet to the north of the Indiana or PP Lower Falls Road. Let's see, the applicant is requesting a couple of exceptions, and one is just to have a 20-foot ridge and to have a variance from the locational landscaping requirements. So the structure itself was approved by the Architecture Review Board last night, fairly basic pre-engineered metal building, and staff was recommending approval of the conditional use permit subject to the conditions you have before you.
Any questions from commissioners at all? Is there any representative here from the Art Preserve that would like to speak? Oh, okay, cool.
There was a neighbor here as well. I don't know if she had anything. Would you mind coming up to the public lectern, please? Because otherwise people can't hear you if they're on the phone or TV. Thank you.
So I'm Abby Vizelka. I represent Glacial Lakes Conservancy, which is a neighbor to the John Michael Kohler Art Center. And we don't have any issues with them building a shed on that near our property. So just wanted to come and check all this out.
All right, no worries. Thank you. Anyone else here for that? No? Any motions?
I make a motion that we approve subject to staff recommendations.
Second.
There's been a motion second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. That's approved. All right, 3.2, application for conditional use with exceptions to Organol Inc. to construct a new warehouse facility on parcel number 59281479 085 located at the Briars Parkway in the Sheboygan Business Park. Steve?
All right, thanks, Mayor. Tom Testweed is here from Torganol, as well as Chris Hergezog, and forgot your name, sir, from ACA. So what we're taking a look at is Torganol's been here a couple of times with a couple of their different structures at 4617 Taylor Drive. Did a little office and deck addition recently, and then they also had purchased 4350 Tower Drive, which was a warehouse facility. They had approached the city to work with us on the Sheboygan Business Park on an 8-acre parcel of land that they wanted to purchase, which they did, to construct a 67,500 square foot warehouse, and that's what we're taking a look at today. The building was submitted to the City of Sheboygan Architectural Review Board last night, and was approved. The expansion is necessary to increase the material storage capacity, which in turn will bolster the overall business operations and better respond to domestic and international client demand. Demand is steadily increasing, and the new warehouse is required to accommodate the inventory necessary to meet this demand. And it's their intent to commence construction as soon as feasible, and hopefully by August of this summer. Torganol manufactures and markets decorative materials that contribute to the design and performance qualities of high-performance floor coating systems. Torganol is a locally owned and operated company with 300 employees. So some of the site improvements include the 67,000 square foot warehouse. 9 parking spaces are proposed. The applicant is proposing 2 driveway connections to Barron's Parkway, one that's more for trucking and the other that's a little bit more for employee parking. Applicant is proposing a new driveway that will connect the new warehouse facility property to the Torganol property to the east at 4350 Tower Drive. And it's likely in the near future there may be an addition to this facility as well. Couple just general comments. The applicant is proposing to construct a driveway that'll connect the new warehouse to their facility to the east. And this proposed driveway crosses a 50-foot stormwater easement that accepts water from many of the properties upstream and takes that stormwater and deposits it into the retention pond located at the southwest intersection of Barron's Parkway and Tower Drive. The applicant will need to create an access easement between the 2 properties, allowing each property to utilize and share this proposed drive. And applicant is requesting a variance to the paving setback, and the access easement helps justify that request. The applicant would also be working with the city engineering department on the required easement, and the specifications that the driveway will be required to meet in order to ensure that the stormwater easement continues to appropriately function. City staff has no issues with that connection, with the driveway connection, as long as the required easement documentation is completed and as long as the driveway is constructed properly and does not impact the stormwater facility. So they'd be working with the attorney's office and the engineering department, the attorney's office on the easement and the engineering department with the specs required to make the driveway cross the actual stormwater easement. And that stormwater easement will require city council approval. The business park covenants do not permit loading on the front side of the building, but the applicant is showing a loading dock on that northwest side and is planning to construct a berm in that area to minimize the view of the loading dock. There's some conceptual signage that's proposed, but they would come back with regards to their formal sign package. Plan Commission may want to have the applicant address the exact use of the building, the timing of the construction, timing of any future construction. And there were a couple of variances. One was to have the 0-foot paving setback, and again, that's to allow for the driveway to connect the 2 properties. And with that easement, we didn't see an issue with that, and requesting a variance from some of the locational landscaping requirements. So I can answer any questions the applicants that are here, and staff is recommending approval of the project as proposed.
Anyone here on this item wishing to speak?
Steve did a great job explaining.
Yeah, come over to the podium.
Sorry, Tom.
Steve did a great job explaining the project, and no, we're just real excited to be back here in front of the group. And yesterday, you know, we love doing business in Sheboygan, and our employee group, we love the Sheboygan community. So hopefully this will, you know, fit in nicely in the business park. We did look at existing space, and it's pretty tight out there. There's not much in terms of leasing space. So we can talk with our customers. The feeling is it's pretty strong, pretty bullish about the future. So, you know, we're trying to get ahead of things so we can build up our inventories and service our customers. Any questions on the project?
Any
Gentlemen from AC are here as well.
Okay. Jerry, you got a question?
Yeah, I think yesterday at architectural review, you talked about the timeline for construction. You were trying to get in by January. If you can just fill everyone else in on that, that would be great.
Our business is somewhat seasonal, and we have heavy demand from the months of April through October. And really November, December, January, February, March, we build up inventory. So that's where this year we built up the inventory, and it wasn't quite enough. So we produce real heavy year round, but we want to build it up for that spring pop. Some of our large customers are Sherwin-Williams, Bear, Rust-Oleum, and, they're selling product through big home building centers and offer promos in the spring, so they want to get the product into their distribution centers. But that's our concern is come about the end of January, we're gonna run out of space right now.
Any additional comments or? Marilyn?
It sounds wonderful. Keep going, keep going. I move to approve.
Thank you, thank you.
There's been a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second?
There's been a second. Any further discussion or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor of approval, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. It's approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving right along. 3.3, RO number 222122 and general ordinance number 4-21-22 by Alderpersons Decker, amending the city of Sheboygan official zoning map of the Sheboygan zoning ordinance to change the use district classification of vacant land on North 15th Street, part of the parcel number 5928-1550-000 from class urban residential UR12 to class urban commercial UC. Steve?
All right, thanks, Mayor. Paul Weaver is here, and previously he had been here to change the property from urban commercial to urban residential for the Water's Edge condominium project. As the applicant had done some additional construction with Water's Edge, they didn't believe that the market existed to continue, in the opinion of the applicant, to continue with that development. So now what they are looking at is to rezone the remainder of the portion of the property from the urban residential to the urban commercial. And the purpose is that they would like to potentially develop a boutique hotel, which would consist of a 25 hotel room and small event space. And it's anticipated the hotel development would produce an investment value of approximately $3 million. The City of Sheboygan Comprehensive Plan identifies several key initiatives, including promoting infill development and redevelopment to grow efficiently and strengthening existing businesses and neighborhoods, and enhancing the lakefront and riverfront to attract new development and appeal to residents and facilitate a healthy community. The proposed hotel development will accomplish these key initiatives, allowing the redevelopment of vacant underutilized site into a boutique hotel, which will be complementary to the adjoining riverfront, provide infill development, and be complementary to the adjoining uses. Some of the adjoining uses would be obviously the Water's Edge condominium project, the Dulmus Decor building, and the Glass and Cellcom building. So there is quite a bit of urban commercial in that area, and the design of the proposed hotel is fitting with that development as well as the condominium project. The same architect is involved in the hotel project that was on the condominium, so they're tying that in nicely together. And so what needs to happen is the property needs to be rezoned back to urban commercial in order to allow the proposed hotel development to be brought to the Plan Commission for review and consideration. And I would be expecting that we would be seeing that shortly after the rezone hearing went to council. So staff was recommending approval of the change in land use designation from the urban residential to the urban commercial. And the applicants here.
Gentlemen, any additional comments or thoughts that you'd like to add on this topic? Or? Awesome. Commissioners, any comments or discussion or motions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
There's been a motion and second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of approval, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. That's approved. All right.
You just wanna know if Dave is giving the half off to this.
Yeah, 2 for 1.
At this side, and then at this side.
All right.
Yeah.
Next meeting is June 29th. We've exhausted the agenda. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn?
Motion by Jerry, second by Trey. All those in favor of adjourning, please state aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Chair votes aye. We're adjourned at 4:15.
Thanks,
everyone.
everybody.